E eu acabei de descobrir que eu tenho uma horinha livre e sabe o que eu vou fazer? Vou aproveitar para praticar meu inglês. Olha que prático esse aplicativo. Você tem um gringo na sua mão a hora que você quiser. Hello, sobrinhos e sobrinhas fofurinhas da titia. A aula de hoje é sobre alguns brasileirismos, algumas frases que nossos alunos brasileiros, eu percebo que eles usam muito em inglês e que talvez um nativo não entenderia, mas talvez ele usasse de outra maneira. Então, eu vou convidar uma professora aqui do Cambly, vou usar o meu aplicativo aqui e a gente vai conversar com ela para descobrir se é assim mesmo que eles falam. Então eu vou aqui, vou abrir meu aplicativo, super fácil, entro aqui no Cambly, coloco aqui praticar, depois eu vou dar uma olhada nos professores que tem. O mais legal é que você pode escolher inclusive os professores por sotaque, você pode escolher um americano, um canadense, então se você quer treinar, você pode usar isso aí. E olha que legal, achei uma professora e posso ver o vídeo de apresentação dela.
Hi, my name is Katie and I'm originally from Scotland and the UK. I have 2 years experience teaching English and I have taught in the USA and also in Spain.
Agora vamos chamar ela para a gente conversar. Well guys, this is going to be my tutor today and I'm going to tell him some of the sentences that normally Brazilian students say, maybe if he understands or how he would say it himself, okay? So can you please introduce yourself to my students?
Sure. My name is Gary. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah in the United States, okay? It's in the west of the U.S., makes me a cowboy, although I'm not really a cowboy, okay? But anyhow, I'm 59 years old, married for 37 years. My wife is from Brazil, and yes, I speak Portuguese. Okay. But
how did you meet?
We met here in Brazil many years ago, 40 years ago. Okay. And I fell in love with her, took her back to the United States. She lived with me in the US for 8 years and she was homesick. And so we decided to move to Brazil. And we've been here for 29 years. Yeah. And so I'm half Brazilian, half American, I think. I don't know.
And how did you like Brazil?
I've been here 29 years, so obviously I like it. Actually, I'm very grateful for Brazil because it's given me a decent life, and I understand Brazil goes through economic problems and political problems, but in all, it's a very good country. Okay, Brazilian people should be happy to be here. So
it's amazing. I really like living here.
Yeah. But here, I'm a teacher. In the U.S., I was an engineer, and here I became a teacher. I love it, and so I went to school in Brazil and studied pedagogy. Okay, and so now I teach children and adults, but I love teaching children. Yeah. So that's me.
So you do speak Portuguese, so maybe you're going to understand why Brazilians do make these mistakes when they're saying the sentences. So I wrote down 7 sentences that I normally see students say. So I want you to tell me how you would say it yourself and how a native would say it. So one of the sentences they normally say is, I'm going to give a party. I'm going to give a party next Saturday, for example. How would you say that?
Well, actually, it's not incorrect. You can say that, I'm going to give a party, but usually I'm going to have a party.
Okay.
The reason, there is none. Sometimes in English, things just are. There's no reason for it.
Okay, there are not that's not a rule, right? It's not
a rule. It's just the way it sounds better to say I'm going to have a party. Okay. In Portuguese, you normally use the word give, okay, instead of have with parties. So this is called a collocation. These are words that go together. We don't know why, they just do. Okay. For example, why do you say black and white and not white and black?
Exactly. It's just a collocation. Okay, I get it. Can I also say something like to throw a party? Is there any difference between throw and have?
Throw a party actually means a little bit, it's funner.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're gonna
I
throw
like
a party
that.
means woohoo, yeah, party. Okay, yeah.
It's going to be a party. Okay, I like that.
Party,
So,
we say, yeah.
I prefer that collocation then. Okay, so the second sentence I wrote down here is something that I normally see Brazilians say. They normally say, I'm passing for a problem, or I'm passing for a difficult phase in my life.
Yeah, it would be going through.
Going through.
Yeah. That's a phrasal verb, and phrasal verbs, they're very difficult to explain sometimes.
Okay.
But yeah, going through is the phrasal verb you would use there. Okay, you don't say passing through. Passing through
Okay.
means temporarily, just, yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay.
And so if you say passing through a problem, they don't combine. Okay.
It would be something like to experience really something. We would prefer to
Yeah.
use to go through. Yeah.
I'm
okay.
passing through the city. Yeah.
Okay, then it would be okay. Okay, perfect. Another one that I normally see students say is, I'm passing the weekend, or I'm passing Christmas with my family.
That would be spending.
Spending,
I'm
okay.
spending the weekend with my family. Yeah.
So whenever you're going to talk about passar o tempo, you know Portuguese, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We normally use the verb spend.
Spending. Yeah, spending. I'm spending time. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it makes no sense because spending normally is with money, right?
Exactly. It
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't use passing. No, not in this sense.
Do you normally spend time with your family here in Brazil? Do they come over?
Yeah, we don't live far from my wife's mother. Of course, my wife's family, not mine. Mine is all in the U.S., so I have no family here.
Do you go back to the U.S. sometimes to visit, to spend time with them?
Every other year, usually with students. I take students with me, and we travel to the United States.
Oh,
I
that's
show them around.
amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Wonderful idea.
Well, I'm a teacher first, and I'm an American, and so I know the United States very well. When I lived in the U.S., I was a field engineer, so I traveled everywhere in the United States. Okay, I've been to every state and every city in the United States.
Wow.
Okay, and I'm a very good traveler, so and so I use that, and I take my students with me.
What would you say is your favorite city in the U.S.?
Well, there's so many good ones. It is a wonderful city if you want to live with only family. It's kind of a boring city, though.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is the best place to have fun and to play.
Okay.
But in general, the cities I like the most probably Chicago. I like
Oh, really?
Chicago.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
Chicago. I haven't been there
It's
yet.
a very cultural city. A lot of culture. Okay, a lot of things to do. It's a big city, so it's always exciting. It's like the Rio de Janeiro of the United States, but no
I like it, but no beach. Okay. Well, moving on to the next sentence. One sentence that I really, it's very common for students to say is, I go out of the company at 7. I go out of the company.
No, we say I leave the company or I get off.
I get off.
Okay. We wouldn't say the company. We would just say I get off at 7. That means I stop working.
Okay, I get off at 7 would be a good one.
Yeah.
There's a difference between leave and go out. Can you explain it to me?
Leave would mean it's more of a permanent thing.
Okay, I'm gonna leave forever.
I'm going to leave. Well, not forever, but I'm going to leave and not come back until later. Another time. Go out means probably you're going to be coming back soon.
Okay, to go out with your friends, for example.
Yeah, we're going to go out and have a good time and then come back. Okay, yeah. I'm going to leave means goodbye. See you next week.
Okay, awesome.
Or next year. Yeah.
Or next year, I like that. The other one,
When your wife says I'm leaving, it's finished.
you must be worried, right? That's
First
awesome.
she says I'm going out. That makes you worried.
Okay.
Because you think, with who? Then she says I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Okay, then it can be really dangerous, right?
That's forever, yeah.
Awesome. Well, the next sentence I wrote down was, I study English for 2 years. Is that correct?
No, because you're using for, it indicates the present perfect. You need to say, I have studied English. When you use for, you're talking about an experience. And English is different from Portuguese. In Portuguese, you normally use the past simple. Okay, you almost never use the present perfect in Portuguese.
Sure.
But in English, we use it a lot. Okay, and especially to talk about experiences.
Okay.
If you use since or for, it will usually be the present simple. Okay, I have lived in Brazil for 29 years. I have lived in Brazil since 1989.
Okay. So whenever I use since or for, it mostly indicates that I'm supposed to use the present perfect, right?
Yes, you're talking about something that started in the past and that still exists in the present, either in action or in evidence or in memory.
Okay, I get it.
And so that's experience. Okay,
awesome.
So yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, there's a difference between if I say I went to Rio de Janeiro and I have been to Rio de Janeiro. Okay. I went is a cold fact. Okay, finished. I have been, I'm telling you my experience.
Okay, so the focus is on the experience itself.
Yes.
Amazing. Very good. The next one is like if you're late because your alarm didn't go off and the students say, wow, I lost the class. Is it okay to say I lost the class?
No, to lose something, you have to have it. It's yours.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It belongs to you. The class does not belong to you.
Okay.
And so you say, I missed the class.
I missed the class. Can you use the same
like
for the bus?
A bus.
Okay.
You missed the bus, you don't lose a bus. Well, you know, I mean, if you have a bus and you're blind, you could.
It's like, how can you lose something so big, right?
Yeah, but you first have to buy a bus, and then you have to leave it somewhere and forget where you left it.
Either you're blind or you drink a lot, so there's a problem there, right?
Yeah, one or the other, yeah.
Awesome, very good. So can you, one of the sentences I wrote down is when students stop the class, for example, and they say, I have a doubt. Can I really say that?
Well, you can, okay? But it means something very different from I have a question, okay? I have a doubt means that they are negative about something, okay?
Okay.
They have read something or they've learned something that they say, no, that's not true. And so they say,
I get it.
Teacher, I have a doubt about that.
It's like I suspect something?
Yeah, I suspect that is incorrect.
Okay, I get it totally. Wonderful.
I have a doubt, yeah. When you say I have a question, this is about something positive. Okay.
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question about that. What, you're teaching, for example, European history, okay? And you're teaching about Napoleon. It says, teacher, I have a question. Did Napoleon actually put his hand in his vest? Is that real? Okay, and so they want to know something positive.
Okay, perfect. That's wonderful. I learned a lot today.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for participating. I'm going to find a way to send you the link when my students are watching, so you see that a lot of people are watching you in Brazil now.
Okay.
Thank you so much for participating.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye.
E aí, me conta uma coisa, você também quer ter uma experiência como essa, fácil, rápido, prático, e a sua aula ainda fica gravada? Então tá na hora de você baixar o seu Cambly e você tem 10 minutos grátis com o cupom da tia que eu vou deixar aqui na descrição. Aproveita, te vejo no próximo vídeo. Bye bye!